The idea of white elephants started when kings in Thailand gave white elephants as gifts to people they didn't like. It was so expensive to house and feed the elephant that it led many families to financial ruin. This is the reason why the goal of the holiday game White Elephant, aka Dirty Santa, is to give the worst gift possible. The idea of going the whole 9 yards goes back to the 1940s. World War II plane gunners were given a 9-yard chain of bullets. If they used them all, then they went the whole 9 yards. Some believe Saved by the Bell comes from finding out that many people had been buried alive, so they started burying people with a string attached to a bell above their grave. However, the more likely origin is when a boxer is getting their butt kicked and is luckily saved by the end of the round bell. But honestly, isn't this Saved by the Bell? Why do parents tell their children to sleep tight? Mattresses used to be held in place by ropes, and you could adjust firmness by tightening the ropes. Sleep tight. It is time to let the cat out of the bag. People used to sell pigs in a tied bag, and some unfortunate customers later found out that they had been sold a cat instead. When they found out they had been tricked, the cat was literally out of the bag. Close, but no cigar. You used to win a cigar at carnivals as a prize. If you almost won, then you were close, but no cigar. Mind your P's and Q's basically means behave yourself. This comes from either the confusion of writing a P and Q, or a bartender warning a drunk person to mind their pints and quarts. Or in other words, stop acting like this guy. Little kids still love saying, mind your own beeswax. What they don't know is that women used to use beeswax on their face as a beauty product. If a woman was staring too hard, they were told to mind their own beeswax. Everyone has met a smug little smart aleck, but very few know the origin of the term. Which one of these do you think is smart aleck? It's actually this guy. Alec was a criminal in New York in the 1800s that was really good at stealing things and not getting caught. Hence the nickname Smart Alec. Under the weather begins the nautical ending to this list. Sailors would get sick during storms due to choppy waters and go beneath the deck. There, they were literally under the weather. Son of a gun is usually a euphemism for stronger words, but has a surprising backstory. Sailors would have sexual relations between the cannons of a ship, and if the woman had a son, it'd be a son of a gun. Only a few people still use scuttlebutt, but I thought it was a cool story and just genuinely fun to say. The scuttlebutt was a freshwater cooler of a ship where sailors would drink fresh water and discuss the hottest gossip. It's very similar to the coffee break room of today. Ironically, I decided to break the ice last. Like many of the sayings on this list, there were multiple possible backstories. The most intriguing theory comes from small ships known as icebreakers, treading a path for larger ships in the winter.